And we got a 1, a 2, and a 3, and a hey now, metal mic coming at ya. Got a new video for you today I think you're going to enjoy. As all us collectors, pickers, hunters, whatever category you might fall in, there's nothing more exciting than literally finding a treasure out of the woodwork. And what I'm going to unveil today is my treasure that I picked up yesterday from a gentleman. It's a great story because I didn't buy this from a collector. I bought this from a 60-year-old gentleman here in Minnesota. About 30 years ago, he was helping clean out an estate, and up in an attic, he found this box full of items. So let's unpack it right now and show you what I picked up. And I love it because to me, it's out of the woodwork. You know, this wasn't a collection that was pieced together. The guy bought this piece, that piece. This was just all one man's find that actually belonged to one gentleman. All these items. These were his personal trophies. War trophies, because that's what they are. World War I trophies. So let's unpack that box together and kind of take a look at it. I'm excited about it. I'm going to have to display it, but I'll have to keep it all together. And you know, I think in years earlier when I was collecting, I kind of made some mistakes. I would get lots like this, and I would split them up. The best thing to do is just keep it all together because, number one, I have the name of the soldier. That's right, this is a World War I veteran's items. Now, I did not get them from the World War I veteran, obviously, he's long passed on, but I got them from a gentleman who helped clean out that veteran's estate. Not a family member, mind you, because we discussed that, otherwise he would have kept it. But he basically took this box, rather than throwing it out, is where it was marked for, the dumpster, and he asked if he could just have it at the time. 30 years ago from today, so that's probably what, it's about 1990, I guess, roughly, 1993. Let's get to the fun, huh? Let me go get that box for you. So I'm just going to walk over here out of camera shot. Hopefully you can still hear me. And then I'll have to move the camera as well. Here I am back in, and you can see this box full right here. And so I'll drop myself out of camera shot, and I'll just basically aim at my hands and the box going through it. And I have not really gone through this box completely, other when I picked it up. I had looked at the items prior. But what was really fun about it is we had made an agreement for me to purchase the items in this box. And when he showed up at the house, there were some extras, and he threw them in, and it doesn't get any better than that. So, enough of me hyping it. Let's get down to the goodies, right? So I'm going to just turn this down right here. Hopefully that will be enough light to see. And we'll start. I've got one item already out of the box. Maybe someone can help me with this. It looks just like an old travel bag, gym bag. I don't know if all the items were in it at the time. But as you can see, I'll try to stay out of camera, see if I can get more light. The zipper on it is kind of unique. Hopefully you can see that. And if anyone can identify it, you know, it might just be an old bag. I don't see any markings on it. Looks like some kind of over-the-shoulder bag like this. But I'm looking on it, just looking for anything that would designate it military. The color is almost a blue. Almost like a Luftwaffe blue. I don't believe it to be German. The thing about German stuff is usually there's some kind of mark on it. So I'm going to open it up from the inside and take a peek. And yeah, I just don't see anything. So if anyone can identify this bag for me, please in the comments do so. Might just be a bag. The zipper still works amazing. Powerful zipper. So I think that's what it kind of looks like. It's right like that. Little straps. Almost kind of like a backpack of some kind. Maybe he had all these items in there at the time. Alright, so first out, we got a nice shell here. I don't see anything on it as far as like marking on the outer case of it here. And looking down in here, I see a couple markings. but I can't make them out very well. So just a nice old dirty piece of trench art shell. That was the first item outside of the bag. And here's another one. Now this one's really cool. Actually, this has got lots on it. If you can... Oh, you can't in this light. This light is horrible. We're going to have to move over here. But look at this. This is really great markings on this one here. I don't know if this is a shell marking. It has to be. That's really cool. I've not seen a trench with that. Well, not trench art, just a shell. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. And so this is a great one here for me. Nice shell with those markings on it. I'm looking for anything extra. Nothing. Okay, so now we'll try to get a shot of Tanya Tucker real quick. And then back to the picking. Actually, let's move this camera way over here. I think I got some better light here. There we go. That's what we're talking about, right, Johnny? Zoom that sucker down right there. And let's get back to work on this box. So far we've pulled out that bag. And we pulled out those two shells. One with good markings. Oof-da. Let's see what's next here on the top. Well, it's an old ammo case. Right here, 1915. You can see their little markings right there. I believe this is German, not believe. I'm pretty sure it is. I mean, I could be wrong. He said that when he got it, it actually had the ammo in it 30 years ago, and that he said he donated it to the police department because it was live ammunition. Here's a little make mark. In a way, I'm glad he did. I don't like to have to deal with having live ammunition. It's always kind of spooky, especially when you have kids in the house, etc. And I'm not a collector of ordnance, but this is actually pretty good because all these straps here are good. That clicks to the bottom there, and each pocket has a lid with a strap. None of the straps are broken. It's not too brittle. Sometimes these things dry out. What's great is I can stuff this with a little tissue and fill these pockets out and form it back into its shape. This obviously would go on the soldier's belt, his ammo. I'm going to say that's German. Now then we have this fun little box. So this cigar box was in there as well. Now these are the extras. The ammo cartridge holder, the shells, we'll call it a backpack, shaving kit pack, whatever the hell that falls under. And this cigar box were all extras to the deal we had already made. Now if you look real close there is the soldier's name. I can't read it. I don't have my glasses. There's also some more writing right here on some type of medical tape that I'll be able to read and do a little research later. And so inside this box, let's open it up. Boy, I tell you, I watch all the videos on YouTube and everyone edits and shoots so beautifully, and here I am still struggling doing it the old school way. So if we open that up inside, so what was inside here, I'm going to just pull the items out and show them to you one at a time. First off, a nice piece of trench art. It's a match case with a nice German helmet on it. This is awesome. And then on this side, got some symbolism and a ribbon, and it might have some words on it. Don't have my glasses, so I can't read it. So that's a nice little piece of trench art that was in the cigar box. This is in here. I don't know, is this a sight? I don't know what the heck this is. So this is where you guys can help me out. You know, I'm not a big gun guy, so if this is a sight from a rifle or something, I would not know it. And if it's something else, I would not know it. It looks like there's a marking, and this seems to slide right there. It's my first guess, but I really don't know what it's from. So this will be fun to do the research on, that little piece there. Then we have here, it looks like just a little tobacco bag that he saved. The printing on it's pretty good, realistically. I get it under magnifying glasses and my glasses on at the same time, and I'll be able to read if this is English or maybe French. This is awesome here. This is a nice German button. Gosh, you wonder what else might have been in this box at one time. And this is really cool. This is a soldier's watch, or not actually a watch, a compass. Look at that with the band still attached. Overall, really nice condition. I would have to think this is American, just because the color. I could be wrong. Do a little research later. I'll be able to look at it more under the magnifying glass. But these were all extras, mind you, that were in this cigar box. Then we have here a Bernhardt number 500 trench lighter kit. Cool. Looks like it's got a big wick in it. I mean, this stuff is over 100 years old. This is World War I. Let's see if it's all in there. Oh, it really is. Look at that. Look at that, guys. Ladies, guys. Wow, is that primitive, huh? Big wick, a flint on it. Bernhardt 3 renewal sparks for your wick. We'll put all that stuff right back in there as we found it. So there, we've seen everything that was in the cigar box. We'll get that wick in there. And we'll put that compass right back in there, and that tobacco case, and that Trenchards match kit, and the unknown piece that hopefully you guys are going to help me out with and tell me what the hell that is. And a nice Whitehall brand cigar box to top it off. So we'll put that stuff to the side right there, and we'll keep moving along. Then he also gave me this. It looks like a program from some type of, it's France, obviously. It looks like, it doesn't look like it is written in French, from Paris. And so this, I believe this is probably like maybe some type of party movie program. It's got a map on the back. I don't know what it is, being I do not read French. And if anyone is aware and can read French and give me a rough idea of what that is for, I would love any info. But this is one of the other souvenirs that this veteran brought home. Alright, now what do we got? Well, we got a really stiff World War I gas mask bag. And so what I always like to look at on these gas mask bags is if it's been personalized. Has he unit marked it? Has he written his name in pen or pencil anywhere? Overall, it's not too stiff. It's opening up. Oh, there's something in there. Hey now. Nice little can of, I believe this has something to do with the goggles on the gas mask. So that's in there. We'll just drop that right back in there. Anything else? You dig in there. Nothing, nothing. Nothing, nothing. Oh, that smell. You can't replicate that. And there we go. E. Herding. So let's see if that matches the name on this. Yes, it does. So, the name matches on the cigar box, and then coincides with the name on the gas mask bag. So that's nice. Remember, all this stuff is over 100 years old. Now let's dig in here. What's next? What comes up naturally next? Okay, we got the gas mask. Hey now. Gotta love it. Who doesn't love a gas mask? Now this thing is always broke off, this little rubber balloon that sits here. I don't know what its function is. Let's see if it's in there. Sometimes it survives and they keep it with the pack. Overall, I mean, nothing stiff on it. The cloth is pretty flexible. The mouthpiece is extraordinary. If you'll look here, for this to go into the mouth, it's actually still bendable rubber. Usually this is just rock hard, solid crusting. It's got glass for windows. It's got a marking right here of number 3. But anyway, like I said, there's usually a balloon, like little rubber thing. Usually they're rotted out and falling off anyway. The hose overall is not bad. It's flexible. It's not hard as a rock. So here's the interesting part, is this little booklet right here will tell you, I believe, how many engagements it was used in if it's marked. I don't see any markings on it. And then there's plaster in there to repair tears in the hood. So I don't see any markings on it. Let's see if there's any name written on it anywhere. Nothing. Real cool, but we'll put that in the bag later. And let's go in and see what comes up next. Just do this as it comes out. Alright, so what we have here is a nice World War I French helmet. Very, the emblem on the front is snapped off. I can't see what it is. It's got the gray paint though. The patina is real, and this is what's cool, is if you'll notice right in through here, you can just see the clay, mud. This is an actual combat helmet. It's got a nice, almost battle damage dent here, ricochet of something. And then you flip her over, and the liner's gone. But amazingly, the chin strap still holds. Is there any name on this? I don't see anything, guys. No personalization anywhere that I can spot right now. That's a real nice salty helmet. Now this is just really a typical war souvenir box full of stuff from a veteran of World War I. This is the kind of stuff they brought home. Here we go. This is really good. This is his helmet. Now, it's black. I don't see any unit marking on it. Not that there couldn't be one underneath there. And you know, I'll hold it under some bright light and take it outside later and look and see. But very interesting that it's painted black. You usually don't see them painted black like that. I wonder if that's common. I'll have to look in my military books. The strap is still there and she's still holding. Amazing. So we got a nice doughboy World War I helmet. Now sometimes, well, it's just not pliable. You hear that? It almost ripped a little bit there. Sometimes they would write their name on the inside of this. And you can hear how stiff that is, guys. So I'm looking anyway. I don't see nothing, but I'm not going to go too hog wild trying to find a name on it. We already know whose stuff this is. So that's a nice helmet. So far we've got a really nice collection of bringbacks. And this is the reason I bought the collection. Here we have a German World War I helmet in all its glory. This is just amazing. It's got all the pins. They're not missing. These are usually always missing. It's got all 3 of them to hold the liner in place. Untouched paint. It hasn't been messed with. Got a little ding right there. And look at that. Full liner. That's what you want to find with that. Now we'll look on the back tail end here and see if we can get any information. It's a size 66, which is nice. It's a large helmet. It's not a 64. With German helmets now, typically the larger in size they are, the better. This has got a leather ring here in this liner. And there we go, guys. That is the collection. And the girlfriend's home. The collection has been seen. and I'm just happy to share it with you. I'm really stoked. The thing is, how do you display this? I'll have to clear off a whole shelf just for this collection. But it's great, and that's why you keep hunting, keep picking. Another day, right? Hey now! Everyone, let's kick butt, let's get out there and find it, because it's still out there. This was just sitting up in an attic, and now it's here in my collection, saved, and we'll just wrap that up.